everyone, this is SWTOR here back with another SWTOR Public video. Today I'm going to be doing the final spec, and this is probably going to be the last video for Commando PvP tips and tricks. Guess what it's going to be? It is going to be, of course, the one and only Combat Medic. So basically, you may be wondering, hey, you still have your armor penetration, all that armor that's meant for DPS, which obviously is completely true. But I feel like I'm not gonna actually go in the Warzone for this final one, because I feel like this one doesn't need a real demonstration. It's just really basically knowing your cooldowns and when to fire, basically, if that makes any sense. So hope you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like. I'm just gonna be going over this, and yeah. As usual, I'll go over the skill tree, and then we'll go over an overview. We won't really be even fighting the dummies, more or less healing people and showing you what it means. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, guys, we are here right now. It's a 42 and 4 spec. So you're probably gonna think, why am I doing this? I never play by the rules when it comes to my spec. Actually, I should probably remove from that. Awkward, but basically, we're gonna do the reason it's 42 and 4. I'll show you why. So we'll start by the lowest one, which is gunnery, which is the damage class. So you're gonna see it says increasing damage dealt by all rounds, charge bolts by 6, and this is an important part. It increases the healing dealt by Coulter bomb by 20%. Now you may be wondering why I'm doing this, but the reason I'm doing this mainly is because when you're in a group, like you're all stacked up and you're on like the Void Star and you're on the door, your Coulter bomb is gonna be your best friend, and having 20% is doing a lot more damage. You're gonna be basically using an advanced medical probe on everyone there if you get crits, if you get a crit on it and everything. So that's the main reason I use that, because it can become really OP, basically. So after that, this is obvious for alacrity and whatever. That's important, obviously, because the activation times on your stuff is very important. Even though I have GPS gear on, if I didn't add more alacrity, this would be way better, not gonna lie. And then, of course, you may be wondering why I have 2 in the soldier's endurance, because when you're a healer in war zones, I basically consider the healers the tanks, basically, because they can pop all the reactive shields, cooldowns, and everything, and have some endurance. They can really become a tank. It's pretty funny too. Just watch the healers healing themselves and people trying to interrupt them, but they can't, which is what makes Commander really powerful. So anyways, we got those 2 out of the way. Let's go with the final tree, which is Combat Medic, which is healing. So pretty much a given. Recharge cell automatically 16 additional cells, 10% alacrity. Reducing of activation, these yada yada yada. These are basically the simple ones. Critical, now this one's really good. First responder, critical results with damage and healing abilities have 100% chance to gain first responder, increasing alacrity by 3% for 6 seconds, which is really overpowered if you ask me. Then we have combat shield, decreases ability activation, pushback, and all that. And then reduces reduces pushback suffered once again, and reduces threats on healing abilities. We got increased healing done and more charge. We got supercharged cells, which this one is really powerful. Basically, when you do this, let me just show an example. When you do this to an NPC, let's go with HK. Let me close that. When you use an NPC with HK, basically you can see I'm getting supercharged right now. So what happens when you get to 30, you might say? Well, I'm about to show you as we're getting right to it, and you can see I'm getting first responder whenever I crit, which is really, really powerful. So there we go. Now we have supercharged cells. Now we can use it, and this stays for about a minute. So this is actually really good. So supercharged cells converts 30 charges of combat support cell, which is obviously this. So what does it do? Restores 8 energy cells and increases all damage and healing dealt by 5% for 10 seconds. While active, the following abilities gain supercharge effects. Charge bolts, that's pretty much a given. Full auto, advanced medical probe, they all get their cooldowns. That gets cooldown reduced by 100. These lose energy costs. Coulter bomb puts a shield on all targets, reducing damage taken by 5%. How much does last? For 15 seconds, yeah. Basically, that is really, really powerful, as you can tell, guys. The advanced medical probe and your Coulter bomb are really, really powerful at this point with this. So I'm just going to give a quick example, even though I should go for the on the tree. So you can do this. So you can just not even care. You can have no cooldown. So if you feel like, oh man, this guy's about to die, you can just waste on them and legit then use a quick ability, you know. Something simple. But anyways, back onto the tree. So Culture Bomb has 100% to leave Culture Residue, which basically increases all healing received and all that and movement speed. Reduces all damage taken by 4%, combat cells active, 100% to reduce energy cost. Just the basic stuff. All this stuff, you just want to get these because these are just going to help with armor rating and all that and reduce activation times. Now this is the next important one, Trauma Probe. Basically what this does, deploys a Trauma Probe with 6 charges that lasts up to 3 minutes. When the target's damaged, Trauma Probe loses 1 charge and heals the target for 1,001 to 1,065. Now that is really good if you ask me, mainly because, say for example, this guy, I wanna heal HK, you know? But you know, I wanna heal HK bad, but I wanna heal, say for example, this vendor right here. So you know, when HK takes damage, that's gonna slowly but steadily start ticking down, but he's gonna get healed about 1,000. But basically, that's what you do. So he may need healing, but I need to heal this guy more because he's lower. It's really simple if you ask me, honestly. So yeah, you can use that. And then, of course, we have all these critical healing bonuses. Now, you may be wondering why on earth I didn't use this, but Concussion Charge now has a 50% chance to heal you and all your allies within a range of, that's a lot, as you can see, 1,385 to 1,629, that's a lot. But I didn't want to use that, even though Concussion Charge can be probably useful. Normally, when someone's singling out you, you're normally on in a group. If you're in a group, then they have to actually put a target on you so everyone realizes. So I don't feel like getting that. Then we have, of course, the final one, which is pretty self-explanatory. Basically, he instantly heals you for a fair amount of health. That's basically it. So once you have that in the commando tree, what you gotta do now is just heal. So I'm gonna go through a basic rundown. This is my own one. So normally when before I go into fights, I'll just heal them with regular hammer shot, you know. It doesn't matter if it's at 30 yet, but if it's at 30, you're going to want to keep that because that's going to help you later. So usually what I do when I run in and this person's like, say they're like a tank and everyone's attacking them, I'm going to hit them with Trauma Probe first. So they start, you know, getting reduced damage because they get healed on damage. Then Supercharged Cells. Then Advanced Medical Probe. Then Culture Bomb just in case, you know. And then Buck Infusion if they're low. As you can see, that does a lot. And Culture Bomb is really useful. Even if you're not in a group, this can be basically your savior. And hey, if this Trauma Probe goes down, which it probably won't, just reapply it. Culture Bomb them so they get reduced. Then just hit them with a quick Advanced Medical Probe. Then just slowly but steadily heal them like this. Then go back with an insta-heal. Culture Bomb. Just kind of fight with one of the droids, as you can see. There we go, or the dummies, I can say. Then, once you get your supercharged cells back, this is when you go all ham. This is what you do. Go with that. Then you can just spam all day this. Maybe go with the medical probe real quick. Go with that. See? It's actually really useful. And say HK, right now, he's fine, you know, we're going to leave him. And the doctor here right now needs some health. So quickly heal him up. Hey, you know, HK no longer needs a trauma probe, so let's just get him to heal like that. But yeah, basically, it's a really simple build. I mean, normally, and if you're like using Operative, I honestly think Operative's a tad bit harder with the build. And if you use this right, you probably won't have to run out energy cells. But if you do, which in some cases, as you can see, if I start healing really fast, I run out. So you know what I do? What I normally do is I'll use reverse power cell, just get a quick medical probe on him, then advanced medical probe, and then when I'm completely out of options, instant, basically all the way to the top now. And the alacrity is way better now. See? It's really, really, honestly, I think, even though Commando PvP in some cases cannot be mega powerful, but in the healing, even though it may not be the best, some people consider it not the best healing class, but it is a really powerful healing class if used right. As you can see, you can get all these buffs on these people. So yeah, basically, that's basically it. I mean, I could easily go into a war zone, but I feel like it's not really necessary, considering the fact that, after all, I have DPS gear, and I just basically been making the series just to show you all the builds, you know. Because if you want to get into Star Wars: The Old Republic and you are a commando, healing is fun, and it sometimes can't be fun if you do not know the actual way to heal. Because healing, honestly, it's an important class. I mean, you may be like, well, DPS does the damage, they obviously are more important. But usually that isn't the case, because even though DPS does the damage, if we didn't have healers, think of a world where you never have healers in this game. That would be so terrible, because healers basically keep everyone alive. They basically keep everyone alive, even though the tank does that as well. They basically keep everyone have their health complete and all that. So, yeah, that's basically a small little guide on it. And one more thing I forgot to show before I head off. What you want to do is, if you see an enemy, you know, you're obviously a healer. If you use some of the stuff from the general tips, I'll show you. Basically, what you're going to want to do is, first of all, hit them with hammer shot instantly. Because what that's going to do is that's going to help you right here. Okay, HK is attacking him. Let me find the actual buff where it shows you what this actually does when you use a hammer shot, because hammer shot is really powerful. Just gonna find it over here. If we don't find it, that's completely fine. Just know that this really helps you. Oh yeah, here we go. While affected by your own trauma probe, firing hammer shot at an enemy, 100% chance to trigger your trauma probe. So let's just show a perfect example like this. And come on, heal myself. Huh? Strange. Trauma probe. Why you do this? Okay. Oh, it cannot occur then once in every 3 seconds. Okay, but this rate limit is separate from the trauma probe's rate limit. Yeah. It will not occur at full health, I understand. But yeah, basically you do that, so, you know, HK, can you calm down for a second? Calm down, please. Thank you. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I mean, other than that, you can just use the general tips that I showed in the videos before, and just use that, and you can basically be overpowered with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I may come back to the series. I don't know what else to come back to probably, but we'll probably find something, you know, because Commando PvP has a lot of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.